students, we are going to start with the brain, and the other name of the brain, it is called encephalon. The weight of the brain is 1200 gram and to 1400 grams. So this is the range between which the weight of the brain is. Okay, and it is located in the cranial cavity. The space that is present inside the bone, you all have seen the skull of the human being, and in the skull of the human being there is a space present that is called what? Cranial cavity. And in the brain, a very important part, it consists of 100 billion of neuron present. So our brain, it is made up of basically what? It is made up of basically the neurons, and these neurons are 100 billion in numbers. Now we are going to see the parts of the brain. So brain, it is broadly classified into three parts. So there are three parts of the brain, you all can see here. The first part, if I can show you, it is written here prosencephalon or the forebrain. The prosencephalon or the forebrain, it consists of which part of the brain? It consists of olfactory lobe, cerebrum, okay, or other name of it is cerebral hemisphere, and diencephalon. So these three parts consist of the forebrain. The midbrain, it is called mesencephalon, and it consists of what? It consists of optic lobe and cerebral peduncle. Okay, now the third part of the brain, it is called rhombencephalon or the hindbrain, and it consists of three parts. The three parts of this brain are cerebellum, pons viruli, and medulla oblongata. Apart from this, I would like to share some information with you all, is that it consists of grey matter and white matter. You might be thinking, you all will be hearing of the term grey matter, white matter, okay, in the brain and the spinal cord. So what does this grey matter consist of? It consists of cell body of the neuron plus non-myelinated fiber. Okay, what is, again I am saying, it consists of cell body. You know that the neuron consists of three parts: dendrite, cell body, and the axon. So what does this grey matter consist of? It consists of grey matter of the neuron and non-myelinated. You all know axon, it is myelinated and non-myelinated. When the covering are present, then the axon, it is called myelinated axon, and when the coverings are absent on the axon, then it is called non-myelinated. Okay, so these are the two things that are present in the grey matter. And white matter, it consists of only the myelinated part of the axon. So these two parts you all should remember, that what is grey matter, what is white matter, what are the three parts of the brain: forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. Forebrain, it is called prosencephalon, midbrain, it is called mesencephalon, and hindbrain, it is called rhombencephalon. After studying with the classification of the brain, we are going to see that this brain, it is covered by a covering. So the covering of the brain, below the skull, okay, below the skull you have a covering layer that is present on the brain, and this covering layer, it is called meninges. Okay, so just below the skull of your brain, if I would try to show you, okay, so this is your brain, okay, and if you all touch this your head, you all will have a hard part. Okay, it will, when you touch or when you give a hard tap on it, you all can hear the sound. So below this skull you have this brain, and this brain, it is covered by a layer that is called the meninges. Okay, so we are going to see the meninges. What is meninges? Meninges is a connective tissue membrane. Again, connective tissue, you all know, which connects the different part of the body, and blood is a fluid connective tissue. You all know this. So meninges, it is also a connective tissue membrane, okay, which protect the central nervous system. And this meninges, okay, it covers which part of your body? It covers the brain plus the spinal cord. So meninges cover which part of the brain? It covers the brain, the whole brain. It is covered by a single layer called the meninges, and this spinal cord, it is also covered by a membrane called the meninges. Okay, now, so what is the function of this meninges? If we see, it gives protection and it is present around the central nervous system. Okay, class, just a introductory part, this fish, okay, the other, it is not required. What is required? Mammals, the covering of the, but I wanted you all to know this, that is why I have made this. So fishes have one layer, okay, one layer of covering, that is called meninx, okay. And amphibia, reptiles and birds, they have two layers of meninges, okay. And these two layers of meninges is consist of pia mater and arachnoid matter. But mammals, they have three layers of meninges, okay. So what are the three layers of meninges? If we see, it is called the pia mater. Pia mater is the innermost layer, okay, and it is made up of squamous epithelium. Then you have the arachnoid matter, it is a network of collagen fiber. And then the third, you have the dura mater, it is made up of fibrous tissue. So again I am saying, in case of the mammals, there are three coverings, that is the meninges, it is three layered. What are the three layered? From inside to outside, pia mater, arachnoid and dura mater. So let us see, this is the diagram which I have drawn. Okay, so when we are seeing the brain from outside to inside, okay, the first layer, you all can see the first layer that is present above the meninges, it is the cranium. Below the cranium, you have the dura mater, okay. So below the, see, we are going from where? We are going from outside to the inside. So the first layer, it is the dura mater. The second layer, it is the arachnoid matter. And the third layer, it is the pia mater. So between the dura mater and the arachnoid, there is a space present here. White space is present here. This is called the subdural space. Then between the pia mater and the arachnoid, you again see a space, and this is called the subarachnoid space. Okay. Again I am saying, pia mater, arachnoid and dura mater, arachnoid matter and pia mater. Between the dura mater and arachnoid, there is a space that is called subdural space. Between the arachnoid and pia mater, there is a space that is called subarachnoid space, okay. And this covers, this layer covers what? It covers the central nervous system, okay. That is your brain and the spinal cord. Next, we are going to see from where? We are going to see from inside to outside, okay. If we see from inside, so this is your brain, okay. So this is the brain which is present, and the brain, it is lined by the first layer. You all can see the convulsion, that is called the pia mater, okay. You all can see the ventricles, you all can see the finger like projection or the villi like projection here, okay. Then above the pia mater, you have the arachnoid, and above the arachnoid, you have the dura mater, okay. So again the same thing I have written here. Between the dura mater and the arachnoid, the space, it is called subdural space, and between the arachnoid and the pia mater, the space is called subarachnoid space, okay. But one thing you all should notice, that in spinal cord, epidural space is filled up with adipose tissue. Epidural space means what, class? It means between the dura mater and the cranium, you all can see that there is no space. But in case of the spinal cord, okay, there is a space present between the dura mater and the vertebrae. You all know spinal cord, it consists of what? Consists of the vertebra, and there the space is present, and that space, it is called epidural space, okay. Hope so you have understood up to here. In the next class, we will continue with the forebrain. Thank you.